So Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson say they're putting the band back together and going on the road. We've got a Democrat politician running for attorney general in the state of Virginia who's in some massive trouble for some pretty nasty text messages he sent. We're going to talk about 3-Eye Atlas, that hitchhiker that's going around the solar system and nobody knows what it is. We're going to talk about that a little bit today. And I've got a very special guest today from A Tribe Called Praise. All that's coming up right now on The Stan Show. Here we are. We're back. I'm Stan Arthur. This is The Stan Show, and I've got an incredibly special guest with me here today. This is Chevy Millard. How you doing, Chevy?
Doing good, sir. How about you?
I'm doing great, man. You came to the studio. We talked about it and wanted to get you on the show for sure. And we got something in common, don't we?
Yes, sir.
And we are both drummers. We are definitely both drummers. And you have a band locally here called A Tribe Called Praise. Is that right?
Sir.
Right? Tell me what that's about.
Well, we are a band. I joined the band back in 2010, 2011. We are A Tribe Called Praise. We are right here in Bryson City. We like rock and roll. We like Jesus Christ, and we like telling people about Jesus Christ through a little thing called rock and roll.
Right on. And you and I have that in common, too, because I toured with a Christian company for 12 years back, when you were a zygote. But I toured and we did shows in high schools all over North America, did that for 12 years. And we'd always, we'd play popular music, whatever was happening at the time, a little bit of comedy thrown in there, motivational message for our assembly programs.
Right.
And we go back a night or two later to the same school. We do a night concert, and little kiddies would buy kiddies, they're like high school kids.
Right.
They'd buy a ticket, come back and see the show, like $5 or something. And we do an hour and a half rock and roll show. And
Very cool.
Right before the end of the show, we'd share the gospel, tell them, we're all Christians. The reason why we do this is to let you know about Jesus Christ and the plan for salvation.
Yes, sir.
And, and they always got big cheers for that because they like the band, I guess.
Right.
But it was very much a seed planting ministry, kind of Billy Graham-like, I guess. Campus life kind of thing where, we would live the life. We go out there on the road. We'd be on the road for 10 months.
Right.
10 months out of the year doing that same thing, cheap little crappy motels and living the life, man.
Yeah,
it was something. A bunch of Christian brothers out there doing it. It was something else. But and the older I get now, which can't be too much older, but the older I get now, the more I'm realizing that the most important thing that we can possibly do as Christians is to share the plan of salvation.
Yes, sir.
That is it. That you look at the world today and what's going on, and of course the scripture says that no man knows when it's going to happen.
Right.
No man knows when the trumpet's going to blow and Christ is going to appear and when it's all going to happen. But man, you look at the way things are going and the plans they have for digital currency and the mark of the beast being kind of like you can't do any commerce, you can't do anything unless you're a member of the club and all that. And it's you see all that coming now, so you got to wonder how long can it be?
It's got to be soonish.
Yeah, so it just makes me think. We got to take every opportunity we can to, take as many people with us to paradise as possible.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got that right. All right, well, tell me a little bit more about you and what you're doing.
So right now, coming this Saturday, October 11th, we're actually going to be playing at the Swain County Support Cancer Group from 10 to 5.
That's across from the library, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay.
And we'll be out there playing some music. We're also trying to get back this year from November or December, where we do a Christmas toy jam, where we raise toys for kids that would go without. And that's about it.
Cool. Very good. And you guys you go out about once a month or so to play?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah. Cool. And tell me about your set list. What kind of stuff are you doing?
We actually write a lot of our own music. We do a few covers that everybody knows and everything, but we've actually got a good 2 or 3 record fulls that are just pretty much our own music.
Wow, that sounds great, man.
Yes, sir.
That sounds wonderful. Well, the next time you guys want to record, I hope you give Mountain View Recording a little bit of consideration to come in, because we can cut some really cool stuff here.
Absolutely.
Do some really nice stuff here. But I had a charity, 501c3 charity in St. Petersburg, where I come from. Spent 58 years there, and we every year we would do a Toys for Tots thing,
Right.
and we'd set it up at this big restaurant where they had plenty of space for us to do it, and we just called it their Santa's Toy Shop. A lot of people brought stuff in, but a lot of people donated money.
Right.
So I was able to go out 2 or 3 times and do like shopping trips, like $5,000 here, $5,000 there.
Very cool.
And just load that thing up with the coolest stuff. Man, that was a blast. Kids love that. It's just absolutely awesome. I miss it, but I'm retired now, and this is what I do now.
Right.
So.
Right. No, it's awesome to see the smiles on kids' faces when they just open that toy. And we know it's not about the toys and everything, but it's just that ability to touch the community and come as a community to help.
We would do it. We did it the 3 days before Christmas.
Right.
And on opening day, there was always a line down the block. People wanted to come in, and we had to have security guards there, because people would grab stuff and run out. I mean, they'd grab big handfuls of stuff and just run out. We couldn't have that. We could only let 3 or 4 people in at a time, but it worked out. I did that for 3 or 4 years. Oh, the first year I did it in my driveway at my house.
Oh, wow.
And we thought, well, that went pretty good. And then we expanded it to the restaurant.
Yeah.
And man, it was just great. Lots of fun. Great stuff. Well, what do you got on your agenda? What's happening with you?
Just living the dream, working a 9 to 5.
Now you're not a married man, are you?
I am.
You are.
I am.
I was looking for a ring. I didn't see one there.
I actually don't wear rings. I don't like them.
I have to take mine off whenever I play the drums.
Right.
And this is my 3rd wedding band, by the way. And it's just a stainless steel ring with some stamps on it.
Right.
This is my 3rd one. We celebrated our 45th.
I got you.
On Saturday.
Okay.
We drove up to Topoco Lounge. Have you heard of that place?
Never heard of that.
Ooh, man. It's right off the tail of the Dragon.
Okay.
So you can take 28 all the way there.
Right.
And, it's tail of the Dragon.
Right.
And it's just a really nice, big lodge, restaurant, rooms to stay in. And it's right on a river there, really pretty river. And man, we just had a ball. We got a pizza and had some drinks and
very cool.
Talked to a lot of nice folks sitting around us. It was great, man. We had a really, really good time.
That's
a lot
cool.
of fun. We also took a picture of the 2 of us in front of the honeymoon cottage at Nantahala Village.
Okay.
Because that's where we spent our honeymoon in 1980.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we took a picture of us in front of that cabin. We were hoping nobody was going to be there,
right.
And there wasn't. And in fact, there was a for sale sign up on it, so I guess it's empty now.
Yeah.
But that was it. That's all we did. We were gonna go down and see the band at Bryson City Brewing, but we just got too tired. We just, after all the long driving and hanging out, so we just we crashed out. that was the end of that. Well, tell me about your wife. What's her name?
Her name's Katie. We've been married for 12 years, been dating for 16 this November.
Where did you meet her?
We're high school sweethearts. We started dating when I was a senior and she was a junior.
At Swain County High?
Yes, sir.
Maroon Devils?
Absolutely.
All right. All right. Now, you're not originally from here, though.
No, sir. I was born in Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we moved all around. We moved to Maggie Valley about 2002.
Been there?
Yeah. We lived out of a hotel for a month, which was not too fun with 5 people and a dog.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So you got 3 kids?
Well, I got 1 kid right now.
Okay.
Yep, we just had our kid. He'll be 3 in March.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going by already fast.
My granddaughter lives with us.
Right.
I've got another granddaughter who lives just up the road because both my daughter and my son ended up here after we retired. They came on up here. And So yeah, I got my 2 granddaughters. They're now 4 and 1.
Oh, wow.
And just the lights of my life.
Run you to crazy?
I love them to death. Well, my one granddaughter lives with us.
Right.
And her bedroom's right across the hall from ours. So we get to see a lot of Blake.
Right.
We do see a lot of Blake. And yeah, it's great. It's great stuff having the whole family close by. My wife's sister even moved here. She lives down in Franklin. My wife's brother moved. He's up in, he just bought a place just about an hour away in northern Georgia.
Okay.
Blue Ridge. Yeah, anyway. He bought a place up there. So everybody's real close now. So it's going to be really cool. It's going to be a great place to live out our golden years here. Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome.
It's awesome. Have our 2-year-old. I always like to tell this story about our 2-year-old. He was a miracle baby. We were told we were never going to be able to have a child. We tried intervention. We tried doctors. We spent a lot of money. And it just never happened. And the doctor said, it's not in the cards for you guys. And we really wanted to be parents. And about a month or 2 later, I got home from work and my wife had a pizza. And I opened it up and it said, I'm eating for more than 2. And I'm like,
oh my, that's awesome.
And then we had our baby boy.
Wow. What's his name?
Thatcher.
Thatcher.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Very cool. Wow. Is he playing drums yet?
He actually is. I already got him behind the kit. We're working on it. Everything is a drum at the moment.
Yeah, I get my granddaughter up here. She loves to bang away on it. Of course, her feet can't reach the pedals.
Right.
She also has a good time on that piano over there. She has a real good time on that. But yeah, no, grandbabies are the best. You'll find out one day.
Yeah.
You'll find out one day for sure. But so from Memphis, and then where'd you go from there?
We went from Memphis to Georgia to, I think, back to Pennsylvania to back to Georgia, then to North Carolina, I believe.
Yeah. Well, you settled in a good spot.
Yeah.
It's funny because, so many people settle here and I'm like, how did you even find it?
I'm the same way. I always ask people because for us, we vacationed to Cherokee, and that's how we came across it. But when people come here and come to Bryson City specifically, I'm like, how did you find this place? You can paint the whole map and still miss us.
Right.
And how did you find it? And it's all different kinds of stories.
Yeah. Well, I've been coming to Bryson City since I was 10 years old.
Okay.
And we stayed at Nantahala Village. And back then, first year here was 1968.
Right.
Back then, you didn't have much. I mean, you had to drive to Bryson City for groceries, and it was about a 12-minute ride. So did that, but on our first vacation here, I wasn't here 15 minutes before I cracked my chin open and needed 32 stitches in my chin. So there's a hospital that's about 150 yards from here.
Right.
It had just opened.
Oh, wow.
And that's where I got my stitches in my chin there. Yeah. Crazy times.
Jeez.
You wrecked that vacation for my family, but that was something else. Tell you what.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And we get helicopters that land at that hospital 2 or 3 times a week, and they fly right over. They buzz our house, and they fly around first before they go and land.
Right.
They're always flying right in front of our deck. Just,
I bet that's great at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, they don't do it then. We've never had one in the middle of the night.
Okay.
But we get them frequently. And the granddaughter loves that.
Yeah.
And we've been getting buzzed. We get buzzed by like C-130s.
We get that at our house.
And they fly real low.
Yeah.
And I hear they're training how to fly in the mountains.
They use the mountains as a training ground. They've also have used a little old airport that's on Lemons Branch. They actually use that for training and for landing and taking off. And because I watched it one time, the troops would actually just jump out of the plane real quick to learn how to do that real quick, and then jump back on the plane and just take right back off. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, we hadn't been here very long. We've actually been in this house over 2 years now, But we hadn't been here very long. We had a bunch of people over, and we were all outside in that big side yard there.
Right.
Was there a fire burning when you pulled up
There
today?
was.
Yeah, that's my wife's burning all the trash off. But we have a big fire ring out there, picnic tables, all kinds of Adirondack chairs. And, we strung up the lights out there. It's real cool out there. It's
Right.
great. It's really cool. But we were all sitting out there and sipping on something, I don't know, and just right over our heads,
Wow.
a C-130, and it just scared the pants off of everybody. And it's happened before, and then we've had C-130s and we've had Chinooks, the big Army helicopters, the two
Right.
propeller ones, just like. And then the other day, I hear honk, 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 and the Canadian geese are flying in formation
yeah.
right over our house. Must have been 20 of them
Yeah.
flying in a V right over our house. And we're like, wow, wasn't that cool? And it was about 4 hours later, they came right back, went right
crazy.
back the other direction. But we're getting into some cooler weather a
Yes.
little bit. I understand by the end of the week, we're going to be back in the 40-degree temps during in the morning again,
Awesome.
which I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to the grass stop growing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my word. We got an acre here and I gotta do it on my riding lawnmower. I enjoy that. It's about the only exercise I get other
Right.
than running up and down the stairs of the studio, which I do frequently.
Right.
But yeah, it's great. We love living here, man. We just absolutely love it. Everything about it. Pretty much.
It's a beautiful place.
There's some nasty stuff going on with politics and the county commission and stuff like that. Well, I'm just going to stay far away from that.
I mean, and
Far
point
away
me
from
to
that.
a place where that's not happening.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let's talk about a couple of news items. And one you know about is the Paddle Inn incident, the fellow who shot up
Yes.
the Paddle Inn. And we've been, holding on with bated breath, waiting to hear something from the sheriff's department. And it finally happened
They got him.
like 4 days ago or so. And this guy, they got him down in Atlanta.
Yeah,
He
that's
came
so
from
crazy.
Atlanta.
Why? Why just come up here?
Well, we'll find out in the trial. We'll find out in the trial. I mean, if he pleads guilty and they don't have a trial, then we may never know.
That's true.
We may never know why he did it.
Yeah.
But that dude, man, I finally went watched the video that Mark Thomas had made
Okay.
from the security cameras. It's on YouTube, and they put it on the Asheville Fox station.
Right.
They put it on that, got viewed over 5 million
It's
times.
crazy.
Like, wow.
Yeah.
So the fellow's name is Benjamin Campbell, and that's all we know.
Yeah.
We know he has a couple of houses in Atlanta, a couple of different residences in Atlanta. But man, what a weird! I've known Mark for years. My
Yeah.
son worked for him for 4 years. My son worked at Paddle Inn for 4 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Now, like I said, we come up here a lot.
Right. Right.
And now we live here. We're blessed by God to be able to retire when I hit 65. And my wife, who is younger than I am, she was able to retire at the same time.
Right.
And we had been staying in this beautiful house here as an Airbnb. And I just asked the lady one day, Barb Stiles, she's a
Yeah.
realtor here in Bryson City. I said, you think we could buy this place from you? And she said, well, that could happen. I'm like, oh man,
Right.
this is amazing. This is right after we found out that we were coming into some money
Right.
that we had no idea was happening. And it just kind of, the news hit us all at once. And we're like, oh my goodness, we can buy a cool place in Bryson City. So
It is a beautiful place.
that and build this studio, which, is my man cave. And I'm up here 8 hours a day.
Right.
Monday through Friday. Saturdays, I try to give the wife a little time, but no, this is it, man. We can record full bands up here. We can do this podcasting thing.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
Yeah.
So anyway, congratulations to the Swain County Sheriff's Department for catching up to Benjamin Campbell. And he's in jail there in Atlanta awaiting extradition to Swain County.
Right.
I hope you like Swain County. He's going to be staying here a while.
Yeah. I mean, he decided to come up to our little quiet town and do a little disturbing. Now he's going to live here for a little bit, hopefully.
Yeah, yeah. And if he pleads guilty, I mean, he's dead to rights, I guess. I mean, he was wearing a mask and
Right.
and all that, but But if he pleads guilty, I guess he'll just go to prison, North Carolina prison. I
He
don't
might
know.
get a sweet deal too. Hopefully not.
Well, who knows? Who knows? If he gets convicted in Western North Carolina, he might not.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
So, speaking of bad people, this story hit. I heard about this last night, and I just could not believe what I was reading. This fella named Jay Jones is like Gerard, something like Gerard Jones, but he calls himself Jay Jones.
Right.
And he's running for Attorney General of the state of Virginia. And today's his birthday, by the way. I found out he's 36 years old today, and I don't think I got any pictures of him. He is an African American man, and he's running for this Attorney General, and he's in tight with the lady who's running for governor. She's the Democrat running for governor, and it's like a big ticket that they're running on here.
Right.
And we've got a big October surprise on this fella here. He sent some really, really bad texts to this woman. This woman her name is Carrie Coyner, and she's a Republican delegate. So I'm not sure what the extent of her relationship with Jay Jones is, but
right.
they were texting back and forth. I've got this up here. Got this here. Check this out. Now, this is part of a larger conversation about Todd Gilbert, another Virginia politician,
Gotcha.
Republican. Down here, he said, 3 people, 2 bullets. Todd Gilbert,
Right.
Hitler, and Pol Pot. Gilbert gets 2 bullets to the head. And he says, spoiler, put Gilbert in the crew with the 2 worst people you know, and he receives both bullets every time. And this woman's trying to tell him to stop. You need to stop talking like this.
Right.
And so he's advocating for the murder of Todd Gilbert. And he had also said, I guess it's not in here, but he had also said that his children, he hoped that his children would die in his mother's arms.
Wow. That's insane.
Absolutely nuts. But the nuttier thing is that the woman who's running for governor is not calling for him to step out.
Really?
She's not calling for him to. He apologized. He said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading that now, and that just makes me sick to my stomach. I don't know what I was thinking, and But of course, everybody else is calling for him to go bye-bye.
Well, absolutely. I mean, if that was on the other side and everything, the Democratic Party would be so up in arms, and they would
Crazy.
be like calling for the execution to get rid of this person.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Well, we've seen how they respond when things like, when a drug addict gets killed in Minnesota.
Right.
And then for the next 2 weeks, they're setting fire to every major American city. So we've seen that.
Oh yeah, the peaceful protests.
Yeah, the mostly peaceful protests. Yeah. So yeah, we've seen what they can do, but it just seems like the bullets are all coming from one direction.
It's kind of crazy right now.
And they're trying desperately to make a Republican out of some of these wackos, like the guy who shot Charlie Cook. Say, he was a Republican. No, he wasn't. The guy who shot the people up in Minnesota, the guy, the fake cop who went to the door and shot the 2 Democrats.
Yeah.
Oh, he was a Republican. He's registered Republican. Yeah, but he was working for Tim Walz, and in his own words, he said, I was on a mission for Tim Walz. He told me to do this.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I don't think that's going anywhere.
I mean, how much clearer can you get?
You got me. I just learned. Now we've got an uproar with this fellow who got. Oh, excuse me. This lady who got convicted of attempted assassination of Brett Kavanaugh.
Right.
He only got 8 years.
Yeah,
He got 8 years. Of course, now Pam Bondi's like, we're going to appeal that.
Right.
We're going to appeal that. But it sounds like an activist judge, and the woman was a dude when dude went to kill Brett Kavanaugh,
right.
and his plot was foiled, and he got captured, and he got caught, but now he's transitioning. I wonder, are they going to send him to a woman's prison?
That's a good question. I think they might.
Wow. Wow. Just wow.
Things are kind of upside down right now.
Yeah.
And I mean, that yet again, that brings you to the people better get on the right track. The world's crazy.
Yeah. It's we could be getting close to the end times. I know that there are a lot of Christians who believe that AI and not just AI in general, but certain aspects of AI and that and the whole digital currency thing that's coming
Right.
at us. You know, the one world currency
Yep.
that they're trying to install, and it's blockchain, and it's you do it or no more cash.
Yep.
No more cash. You will not have cash, and we will own everything, and you will love it. You're
Yep.
going to love it,
Yeah.
and we'll just pay you for nothing.
Yeah.
There'll be no more jobs. You know, we'll just pay you.
We know it's better for you.
Yeah, and so you know that whole digital currency thing. This sounded an awful lot like the mark of the beast. You never know. You never know. And speaking of that, I watched this. I watched this last night, and I just after the Buccaneers spanked the Seahawks in the last 3 seconds of the game, and this came up, and this is a podcast. This is a Tucker Carlson show that he just did. And this fella here, and the headline got me. It says the occult, Kabbalah, the Antichrist's new manifestation, and how to avoid the mark of the beast. I went,
Okay.
wow,
Yeah.
Tucker's getting really into it, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's getting really serious about his faith. You know, he wasn't always a faithful guy. I mean, he wasn't a Christian. He had a moment.
Yeah.
And I now just listening to Tucker talk on this thing, he's starting to realize what's important,
Right.
what really matters,
Right.
and that is getting people right with Jesus.
Well, it's like I saw. I think actually you posted it on Facebook and everything. It's like if anything good came out of Charlie Cook's assassination, it's the closeted Christians are now coming out
Yeah.
and everything because they're seeing like, oh, the faith is under attack and everything. They're wanting to silence the truth,
Yeah.
not the relative truth, not my truth, the truth.
Well, you've seen that Christians in other countries are being murdered.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know how many it is now in South Africa, but it's up there. And I'm trying to think of where else, but they're being slaughtered. Christians
Absolutely.
are being slaughtered,
That's the one
which
thing.
is another sure sign of end times.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing too. Like Christians in America, we've got it good. Right now, we can still openly confess our faith and everything. Yeah, we might get some ridiculed, and we're getting shot now. But in other countries, it's very illegal to even mention the word Christ,
Sure.
or even have a Bible.
You know what? One of the worst of them is Japan.
Yeah,
I just recently learned that, and
Yeah.
are you kidding me?
they're very big on underground churches.
Well, they got like a state religion in Japan.
Yeah.
And if you're a Christian, you better keep it to yourself.
Yep. The underground church scene over there is absolutely insane. We knew of this guy. He, what he would do is he would sneak Bibles in and disguise them as other things and everything just to get him the word to these people
Wow.
in the underground churches and everything. And
Wow.
if he would have got caught, he would have been put in jail, probably killed.
Yeah. Yeah. Craziness. And we've seen what the Muslims are doing worldwide.
Yeah.
We see what they've been doing in the UK.
Right.
We see what they've been doing here. Dearborn, Michigan is a no-go zone.
Right.
So is many parts of Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Absolute no-go zones. Yeah. And you heard about the whole city they were trying to build in Texas? Did you hear about that?
I did at one point. Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to build. Well, Governor Abbott put an end to that.
Right.
But they had already started. I mean, they were putting in the roads and they're doing everything. And we're going to have Sharia law in Texas. We're going to have our own little community where we can do Sharia. It's like, well, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
not going to happen. Yeah. So this podcast. This young man's name, and I like him a lot. Now, his only problem is he speaks about as fast as Ben Shapiro does, if you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
And Tucker talks pretty darn fast, too.
Right.
So I turned the closed captions on, and I was trying to follow along like this, and like so much information in
Right.
this. It was an hour and 47 minutes. I watched the whole darn thing before I went to bed. And I tried to get my wife to watch it, and she's like, eh.
Right.
But she's more into like Dancing with the Stars and stuff.
I gotcha.
But take it back to the beginning here. Now this fella has a famous father, Robert Conrad. Now when I was a kid, we had a show on television called The Wild Wild West.
Okay.
And Robert Conrad was the star of that show. And it was on for like 5-6 years. Very, very popular show. It was on Sunday nights, like after Bonanza or something like that. And,
Right.
and everybody watched The Wild Wild West. And Robert Conrad, he did other things in his career, but everybody would remember him for The Wild Wild West.
Right.
And so that was his father. And this kid, I call him a kid. He's not a kid anymore, but he seriously got into studying the occult. He
Okay.
was not an occultist. He's a born again believer. He's solid in his faith.
Right.
And but he decided, and it started off with rock and roll. He knew that there was a relationship between the occult and rock music.
Right.
So he wanted to study that and go back to, the 60s and 70s and all that and see how that all got to, because, back then there was a lot, especially in the psychedelic music, there was a lot of mysticism involved.
Right.
And of course, mysticism is going to end up being a cult. That's, if it's not God, it's not, there's nothing in the middle.
Right,
It's
right.
you're either going for God or you're going for the devil. Right.
Right.
So, yeah, so he did this. It started as rock and roll, and it progressed into other, into politics and into world leaders and all this stuff. It was fascinating, absolutely fascinating. I highly recommend it. If you can pull off an hour and 45 minutes, I highly recommend you that. There's a couple of like this that I recommend people watch. And,
Absolutely.
There's this one. There's a documentary called The Dimming that is on YouTube.
Okay.
The channel's called Geoengineering Watch. And I recommend people watch it. It's a 2-hour documentary. You should watch it because of the things they show you
Right.
that you didn't know were on film or photographs of.
Right. Right.
And it's about geoengineering and the chemical sprays that we get in the sky, which, by the way, the EPA is now denying is happening,
Oh, jeez. Of course.
which didn't make me feel too good last week when I found that out.
Right.
But for a while, I was going out there and I was shooting pictures of the aircraft that were doing it
Right.
with this really good zoom. And you can always tell the ones that are doing it. Of course, the trails don't go away. They last and they don't go away. They just spread out and become part of the clouds.
Right.
They become their own new clouds. And they aluminum oxide, barium, strontium, bad stuff.
Right.
Because that stuff's all falling down to the ground. We're breathing it. All the animals, the plants and animals and everybody and everything. And it's all bad.
Yeah.
But now, like I said, the APA says we have no knowledge of this
Right.
going on. There was a great video I saw, which actually just a still picture with a soundtrack behind it of a woman confronting one of these pilots after he had come in from a run, and talking to him about it. And he said, "Oh, well, you're talking about my pay grade. You need to talk to the guy I work for. I'm talking to you because you're the one who's spraying us."
Right.
And I gotta go. I want to show you this little video that somebody sent me last week. This is a plane that has just come in for a landing, and what do you see there? What do you see?
A lot of smoke coming out of the back.
Coming out of what?
The tail of it.
The tail.
Yeah.
It's not coming out of the engines, is it?
No.
It's coming out of the tail. Yeah. And Lee Zeldin and the EPA deny that this exists. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we've always learned that the government and government entities will always deny something that exists, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh yeah, well it kind of does." I mean, look how long they denied UFOs and everything, and now we're having congressional meetings about UFOs.
Yeah, we are, but they're also backtracking on it.
Yeah.
Even though they were the ones who put out the Tic Tac videos, and basically they gave it to Lou Elizondo to put it out there, who I don't trust as far as I can throw him or Richard Doty. Don't trust either one of them because
Right.
both of them were disinformation people
Yeah.
for the Pentagon, for the CIA. They were running disinformation. Why would we trust them now?
Right.
And Doty's telling some wild stories now about that we've got whole we being the United States, we have entire starships up there going interplanetary, going around, and I'm like, okay, whatever.
I always say when the government starts admitting to something,
Yep.
look over here to what they're hiding.
Yeah. Don't look at the left hand.
Yeah.
Look at the right hand.
Right.
The right hand. Oh, well, that's great. I did that right in front of the camera. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I won't get into the whole UFO thing.
Right.
But I will say this: I'm going on a UFO trip.
Okay.
Yeah, one of my old touring buddies, a fellow named Glenn Quiggins.
Okay.
Glenn had quite a life. Yeah, guess what he played?
What's that?
Drums.
Oh, of course.
Glenn had quite a life after Young American Showcase, the company that I worked in.
Right.
He ended up out in L.A. He was a model for a while. He ran his own modeling agency. He did all kinds of stuff, and he's retired now. He's younger than I am, but he's retired now. He's probably close to 60 by now, I would think.
Right.
Don't know. I didn't ask him. He was one of my first guests on this program. We did a remote.
Okay.
And the connection wasn't very good, so it kind of sucked. But he lives in a nice house that's right on the edge of the Daniel Boone Forest in Kentucky.
Okay.
And the Daniel Boone Forest is famous for having a lot of lost silver mines. And that area is also very rich in quartz, very, very rich in quartz. And he goes on hikes in the Daniel Boone Forest a lot, sometimes with some of his buddies, and they go out there looking for the old silver mines. They found one.
Oh, wow.
They found one. He's got a chunk of silver ore that's as big as a football.
Wow.
That he found out there. But the reason why I'm going there is because he gets UFOs every single night.
Really?
Every night.
Huh.
The orbs.
Yeah.
And he said one of these orbs is like 30 feet in diameter.
Wow.
And it comes. He sent me some videos.
That's crazy.
And he says every night, he said, you got to get over here. It's about 5 hours.
Yeah.
So on October 17th, I'm going to drive over there, spend a couple of days with Glenn, and we're going to get, he said, I've had a whole documentary crews here, and they've shot them, and they got them all up. He said, have no idea what they did with it, no idea what happened to it.
Wow.
Not a clue.
Yeah.
There's not like a documentary came out or nothing like that. He doesn't know what happened to it. But I'm going to get him on here. Again, we're going to have another session with Glenn, and we'll talk about the orbs. And
that'd be really cool.
And it's just like a lot of these ones that people are reporting that are kind of iridescent, different colors, and they kind of change colors. But this one, he says, it's like 30 feet in diameter. And he's got one. If you just see the dot in the sky, and it's kind of glowing and changing colors a little bit, you say, so what? He's got one going down behind a tree, and it's a dead tree, so you can really see it through the branches and everything. You really see this thing's big,
really,
pretty big.
That's crazy.
And he said sometimes it comes down really low to the ground, and so I'm going to go do that.
That's crazy. I mean, they usually say you can the best places to look for UFOs is where radioactive material is happening and where natural ores are happening.
He thinks it's because of the quartz.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll have anything to do with the silver mines, but he believes it's because of the quartz. But we'll see. Have you heard of Dr. Stephen Greer?
I haven't.
Oh, well, he hasn't been in the congressional meetings, but he's been doing this for 30 years, and he knows stuff that nobody else knows, and he's got information that nobody else has, and he'll tell you right up front that pretty much everything we're seeing now, not the orbs, but everything we're seeing now that is a craft is man-made.
Really?
He'll tell you that. He'll say, he said, we mastered anti-gravitic technology in the 50s, and we've been putting together reproduction crafts ever since then. And they're getting bigger and more sophisticated all the time.
Huh.
That big black triangle that people have seen flying around, the one with the red, or it's got white lights on each corner and then a big red dot in the middle of it. Right. They said, yeah, that's called, what do they call it? They call it the Astra. And that was actually made in Europe, and by at an American place in Europe. Right. And of course, they've seen it flying all around Europe. They've got it. People got the camera, their phones out. They're shooting the Astra all the time, and of course we know about the Tic Tacs and all that. But, but and there are other things, stories I've heard that would curl your hair, man. There's the guy who. It was in Southeast Asia somewhere, and they stumbled on this saucer craft that was hovering off the ground, only 3 feet. And then they got confronted with these other guys in black uniforms, and said, you can't go any farther. You need to stop right here. You need to turn around and go back.
It's crazy.
And they saw people being loaded into this, native people being loaded up into this flying saucer, and then the flying saucer took off.
Huh.
And it's like, sounds like human trafficking for the CIA.
Right.
That's what it sounds like.
Right. Right. Wow.
But this is for entertainment purposes only, by the way. And I was just joking about that. Yeah. Anyway, so there's that. Now let's talk a little bit about 3-Eye Atlas. Now, you know about this thing?
I've read a little bit about it. You got a shot of a speck.
Wait for it. Wait for it. You're going to blow the punchline here. Well, so 3-Eye Atlas is this supposedly massive object that's flying through our solar system.
Right.
And it's going to fly by, it just flew by Mars.
Right.
Pretty close. And Mars is the closest it's going to get to any planet, but it flew by Mars, and we have lots of technology up there to take pictures of this thing because they got satellites going around Mars. They got the rover on the ground who can take a picture. Rover can't take very good pictures because it's meant to take landscape pictures of Mars, basically. Okay. But there are other, even other countries got stuff up there around Mars. Right. And it flew really close to Mars. And so that was October 3rd. Right. Is when the prime time to take pictures. And here we are, October 6th, and we don't have any pictures yet. Yeah. We got one picture. You want to see it?
I do.
Yeah. That's the picture. And we don't know if it's a cylinder like that or if it was like a time lapse where they caught it as a streak. But the lines are pretty clean on it. Right. So I'm thinking, I don't know. But that was taken by the Mars rover. By the United States Mars rover. That's the only picture that has come out. I watched another video last night about why we're not, that the fact that we haven't seen any of these pictures yet. Yeah. Even we know that they took them, and they say, well, we're processing those pictures, so we'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, they're saying it's because of the government shutdown.
Yeah, they said they'd let go 15,000 people from NASA. Right. So what does that mean? The pictures aren't getting processed? Yeah. I know they took the pictures. Yeah. But we're not seeing them. Yeah. So either they don't want us to see them, or who knows? Right. Who knows? Don't know. Right. Don't know. I don't believe anything.
Yeah, it's hard.
I don't believe it's a spacecraft.
Right.
I don't believe that. I don't believe it's got technology on board. Don't believe any of that. It's just something new. And it's very important to remember this. It's like the first time we've ever seen anything like this. It's only been a couple of years since we've been able to see something like this. Right. Things like this could have gone through our solar system many times. We just never saw them. Right. Okay, now here's a video you should watch if you want to get some really good information on 3-Eye Atlas. Okay. The reason why I'm saying that is that most of these videos that are coming out now, they're AI produced, and they've got a fake voiceover, and they just keep repeating the same stupid images over and over again while they talk for 20 minutes. Right. That's not what this is. Okay. This is long. This is a long video. This was like an hour or more. Oh my gosh, it was like 2 hours long. Over 2 hours long. I watched it till I passed out. So anyway, so this video talks a lot about, this is called, A Science for Sleep.
Yeah, so you passed out.
Yeah, and and the channel is called The Calm Scientist. The Calm Scientist. And this is a really good video. Okay. This was really, really good. I like this guy. And he doesn't just keep showing the same stuff over and over again. He's got really compelling, good information there. It's really neat stuff. But so he talks about the whole fact that they took massive amounts of pictures on October 3rd, but that we have not seen any of them yet. Now, this is not the video I saw that talked about the new observatory that we have, but that was something else. That new observatory, Vera Rubin. Okay. The Vera Rubin telescope. Here's a video about the new Vera Rubin telescope, and it's not really a telescope in the classic sense. It's more of a camera. Okay. and with like gigapixels. I mean, it's completely different from any other kind of observatory. It is not just opening up, taking pictures, and closing up.
Right.
It's taking pictures 24 hours a day of the same places over and over and over again. Now, why would it do that? To see what changes.
Right.
To see what they haven't seen before. And in its first day online, it found more than 2,000 near-Earth objects that we had never seen before.
Oh, good.
2,000 of them. And they've always been there,
right?
But we've never been able to see them.
Right.
This thing can see them and track their movement.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we haven't been able to do that before. So this channel is called Fexel, F-E-X-L, and it's got the absolutely most intense pictures of outer space that we've ever seen.
Right.
And it's doing like 34 terabytes of images every day.
Right. That's crazy.
and it'll do a whole sweep of the sky, and then it'll go back and start over again because they want to see what changes,
right.
What's changing up there. We might catch an event up there like we've never seen before.
Right.
We might see a star exploding or something,
Yeah.
Because we've just never seen those things because cameras weren't in the right place at the right time.
Right.
Well, now it will be.
That's crazy.
So, yeah. And they're talking about a galaxy they were photographing that was 15 billion light years away.
That's quite a trip.
And they're photographing that galaxy. I'm like, wow. Amazing. Yeah. Absolutely
the things
insane.
we can do with technology now is absolutely crazy.
It's nuts. Well, let's end on a happy note here, and that is that Rush is going back on tour. Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson they made the announcement. This is the new drummer. This is let me get a better picture over here. This is Anika. Oh, look, there's the picture of her.
Yeah.
There. This is Anika Nilles.
Okay.
And she's going to be taking Neil Peart's place.
I wonder if she's going to do the drum cage or if that's going to be her setup.
She's got to do something because Neil Peart played about 100 different instruments every night.
Yeah.
So she's going to have to do something. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to put that together, but that's going to be cool.
Yeah.
I was a big Rush fan.
Yeah.
Oh, I still am.
Yeah.
Loved Rush. Absolutely loved Rush. And got to hang with them on their first show in St. Petersburg, Florida, in 1975.
That's crazy.
Played foosball with Geddy Lee and Neil Peart, me and my friend Brad. Oh, yeah. And, yeah, of course, then down the way, saw them when they were doing some really cool music.
Right.
When I saw them, they were still playing music from their first album, which was like,
Yeah.
still good.
Yeah.
And some of the highest vocals you ever heard in your life.
Was Neil Peart with him at that time?
No. I'm sorry. No, sorry. Back up. Ask the question again.
Was Neil Peart with him that time?
Of course he was. Yeah. He had been with them for 6 months.
I gotcha.
Yeah, because their original drummer, John Rutsey, who has also passed away, when they got signed and they were going to, it's like, we made it.
Right.
He's like, I don't want to make it.
Yeah.
And he went back and lived with his mom.
I bet he regretted that decision.
I guess he got what he wanted.
Yeah.
Right. And, to each his own.
Yeah.
So there you go. And here is Alex Lifeson. I just happened to catch him on that frame.
Yeah.
But this was the announcement video they put out this morning. And I recommend everybody watch this. And it's on the Rush channel on YouTube. It's just called Geddy and Alex Send a Message to the Rush Fans. And, they had said they wouldn't do it anymore. They were done.
Right.
Well, they changed their mind.
Yeah.
And for a very, very good reason.
I think
and
so.
you'd have to watch it.
Yeah.
They still get together and jam a lot and with other drummers and stuff.
Right.
And this is Geddy Lee's place. This is his studio. And I guess he's had this for a very long time. There's Geddy over there. They've had this for a very long time. And they've just, played together and jammed here for a very long time.
Right.
And they just looked at each other one day and it's like, man, I sure miss it. I miss it so much. I miss it so much. And that's when they decided let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think the music world will accept the new drummer?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, I believe she's European.
Right.
She's not American. Of course, they're not Americans either.
Right.
Yeah, right. Some of the greatest touring times I had was touring in Canada.
Yeah.
I did tour in Canada a lot around Toronto. but also London, Ontario, if you know where that is. It's a pretty big town,
Yeah.
pretty big city. And just played all the schools around there and moved up to Toronto and played some other places kind of out in the boonies in Ontario. But I loved playing in Canada. It was fun, but that was the 70s. Things are a little different now.
Yeah.
So there is that. So that's our happy news, is that Rush is going back on the road, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try to see a show.
Yeah. Man, you guys get some pretty cool shows over there at the casino.
Yeah, we get some good people. The coolest ones I've seen is the Collective Soul. I got to see them.
I saw them.
Yeah,
I saw them when it wasn't in their heyday. It was like right after.
Right. Well, I felt bad. We saw them at the casino, and the bass player was doing a little crowd work and everything. He was hopping and he was going, and he went to turn around real quick and just ate it.
Oh.
Yeah, I felt bad.
Did you hate it?
Yeah.
Did he break his neck off his bass? Or
Luckily,
anything like that?
no.
Oh,
Everything
okay.
was okay. He got up and finished the song.
No, we saw a big outdoor show years ago now, but it was Avril Lavigne,
Okay.
Dishwalla, Collective Soul, and a few others. And I was actually the stage manager for that show.
Okay.
And one of the coolest things, my kids were babies back then. They were probably at that point, like 5 and 7.
Right.
My kids were.
Right.
They're now 31, 33. That tells you how long ago it was. So like 25 years ago. Holy
Okay.
crap. And yeah. And Avril Lavigne was the nicest person, and she loved my kids. And they got up on top of a big road case. It was like one of those big cubes, like you lift off the top of an amp rack or something.
Right.
But it was big enough for the 3 of them to sit on it.
Right.
They sat on that thing and played like Go Fish for like an hour,
crazy.
hour and a half, and all that. Yeah,
It's crazy.
they had the time
crazy.
of their lives. Yeah, that was great. But yeah, so I saw, this was 2 years ago. I saw that the Jason Bonham Led Zeppelin experience was coming to the Cherokee Casino,
Okay. Yeah.
and I bought 2 tickets, and I was going to take my friend Ed, and we were going to go, and I'm like all excited, and then it turns out my ticket purchase never went through,
Oh no.
and I never realized it, and it was like weeks later, and I'm like, tickets. Of course, there were no more tickets.
Right.
So what's it? I heard is it like standing room only there?
No, they've got a bunch of seats. We've actually got the entertainment center, and now we got the convention hall too.
So is there like a big auditorium?
Yes, sir.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, they do big rock concerts there.
Yeah.
The seats are built to where they can collapse on themselves and make standing room only.
Cool. That's very cool. Well,
Yeah.
I got to get to see a show there. I got to pull that off, make it happen. I got a friend, Mindy Abair. She's Mindy Abair and the Bone Shakers.
Right.
She's like a world-renowned saxophone player.
Okay.
And the talent coordinator Showcase at the time, I was there in the 70s, was Lance Abair, her father. And she was about 10 years old at the time.
Yeah.
And she became just a world-class saxophone player. If she comes there, I'm going to go see that for
Yeah.
sure. She's touring right now. She's on tour right now.
Very cool.
Yep. So that's about it. Did you have fun?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Thank
let's do it again. You want to do it again?
Absolutely.
You bring some of your bandmates. We can put somebody next to you. I've got a whole nother microphone over there and more
Yeah.
headphones and everything.
For
you do
sure.
the whole thing. Bring somebody by and we can chat it up about what kind of music you like. I was a worship leader for about 8 years and did all the Chris Tomlin stuff.
Right.
That's pretty
Yeah.
much all they wanted to hear. That's pretty much all they wanted to hear.
It's about any
But,
worship band now. You just got to
yeah.
know a Chris Tomlin song or two.
Yeah. But I'd like to talk to you about what kind of music you're doing in the band.
For sure.
And see where it goes from
Yeah.
there, man. I'm dying to get back into it. I really need to be out there playing. I could be convinced to play bass for you guys. I
Hey,
could.
yeah.
I could. I'll stand back.
Well, come out, hang out with us Saturday.
But
and come check our songs out.
I sing.
Yeah.
I sing. I can do harmonies and all that stuff too. So
Very cool.
yeah, I can do Chris Tomlin too.
Yeah.
I can do How Great Is Our God. I can do that.
Yeah.
Those were the days.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, it's been a real pleasure having you here,
Absolutely.
man.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming out. And I am Stan Arthur. This is the Stan Show. I appreciate you watching. And don't forget to, I got to put this up because it's brand new. I came up with a new one here. You won't see it. But it's just going to pop there. Like and subscribe and get notified. You like the video, whether it's on YouTube or X or on Rumble or on Facebook, like the video. And on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. You can also do that on Rumble. Subscribe subscribe to the channel, and you'll be notified every time a new stand show goes up. And that's it. So from me to you, I hope you had a good time. We're going to do this again real soon. I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of Mr. Millard here, and we'll get on our way right now. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Have a good one. And don't forget, Jesus is the reason why we're here. And if you want to know more about that, my email address is, I'll put it up there, it's stanarthur@gmail.com. You can get a hold of me there anytime, anywhere. Just drop me a line. Let me know if you'd like to be on the show. Let me know if you got something you want to say about the show. Let me know if you're a Christian living that life. If you got a ministry, if you got anything going on, if you'd like to get to know Jesus, let me know that as well, because I can tell you exactly how to do that. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye now.